What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of 2AM in Sweden. I am one of your hosts of the show, Hayes at AO Shifty, with the one, the only Steven at Steven_Springs. Steven, my guy, how you doing? How you feeling?
Not great. Kids were out of school all last week, and then they had a 2-hour delay Monday and Tuesday. They were off today, and then they have half days tomorrow and Friday. So, and they've already hit their allotted time into the summer. So they're going, I don't know what they're going to do, take away spring break, but it's been a lot. Anyone that has kids and when they're home from school for this long starts to wear on you, dude. Test your patience. It's a whole other level of patience to have when they're home all the time and they can't go outside because it's too cold and there's snow everywhere. So it really pushes the buttons. And my wife is going to Florida this weekend. And so I'm solo with the kids all weekend from
Just got back.
Friday to Tuesday, huh?
I said she just got back.
I know. She just got back 2 weeks ago, yeah. Or not even 2 weeks ago. They were in Disney. Now they're going back.
Yeah.
Her mom's turned 60 and they're going down to, I forget where they're going, but me and the kids for the weekend. So squad up, dude.
Damn. So that's going to be...
Oh, also, I'm not going to say this for my what you got, but shout out to little man Mason. Fucking, my guy is
I was going to bring that up.
Absolute tank in the pool. We can talk about that whenever then.
Yeah, because I was definitely going to bring that up. Couple of things I do want to just talk about. We're going to use a lot of this episode to discuss what happened in the NBA, what is going on with this team right here as well, and then just going into the NFL Super Bowl. So I know a lot of people are probably trying to figure out who are Steven and I going to pick for our picks in terms of Super Bowl, what we think about some of these different awards that are coming up, and just circling back to everyone. So I am still doing the series that I brought up last week, the credit card series. 2 new episodes will probably come out tomorrow for anyone that's interested in that. It's just been really well received, and I've been able to get a lot of feedback on that, so we'll keep going with that. The first thing I do want to cover, and I mentioned this probably weeks ago, that I was going to start using either Polymarket or Kalshi. So for anyone out there, I don't use Kalshi, so don't ask me about that really. I stick to the OG, the Polymarket side, and essentially it just gives you, they call it predictions. It's the same thing as FanDuel and all that stuff. But Steven, I've been looking at the odds of this stuff, and one of the topics that they have, it has over $1.4 million in volume. Which NBA players will be traded this season? Mind you, for anyone that does not know, the NBA trade deadline is tomorrow, February 5th. The first name that they have up there, so I'm going to bring up the name. I want your thoughts, yes or no, then I'll give you the odds of what people are saying. And if I bet on it, I will let everyone know that side of it too. The first one is Ja Morant.
So you're asking me if I think he's going to get traded?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. Have you heard what people have been talking about when it comes to Ja? Basically so they already traded Jaren Jackson Jr. They said they've lowered the value of what they're trying to get back for Ja Morant. Which just shows you how much they're just ready to get off of him.
Yeah.
At this point. So the odds right now of him being traded are 73% chance, which that says a lot. The next name, Jonathan Kuminga.
No, I don't think he gets traded.
Okay. So the odds on that one of him being traded is roughly 43%. 68% is no. So fairly in line. So the next one we have out there is Mikal Bridges.
Yes.
Okay. So the odds on this one is 38% yes, and 95% is on the no side of it. So crazy part about that is you think about Mikal Bridges, Karl-Anthony Towns, they were brought there to be some big team in New York, and they're damn near at the point of just saying, let's just blow this shit up right now.
I mean, they're 32 and 18. They're not like terrible, and the East is pretty wide open, you know?
Yeah.
Bridges has played 21 minutes. He has 0 points.
What?
So there's that.
Okay. Hey, that's crazy in itself. Next one, Giannis.
No.
So 37% chance of a yes, 65% chance of a no.
Mm-hmm.
At that one, we'll do two more. So Sabonis.
With the Kings, right?
Yep, with the Kings.
Yeah, they have a good history of trading players while they're hot, so I feel like they'll trade them.
They do it all the time. 35% chance yes, 71% chance no. Final one, Karl-Anthony Towns.
No.
Yeah, 98% chance no, 4% yes. So there you go on that one. Now, two things I want to bring up. Number one, Stephen, we have 26 people watching us, so that's definitely a big thing. Yeah, probably the topics as well. They probably also heard about your viral moments you've been having recently, so they want to keep this going. We're going to go to the homie. In the past, I would have said we're doing the Woj bombs, but now we're doing the Sham alerts. First one that I want to bring up, probably the hottest name out there that got traded today. The Cleveland Cavaliers have agreed to trade Lonzo Ball and 2 second-round picks to the Utah Jazz.
Wait, what? Did that just happen?
No, man. It happened 3 hours ago.
Whoa, I missed that one for sure.
I said Lonzo, not LaMelo.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Exactly.
Yes, never mind.
Yeah.
Because I just saw
Lonzo.
I could have sworn I just saw LaMelo's name. Maybe not. I thought I saw a Ball name out there somewhere, but maybe not. But that's crazy. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know what that. I don't know what that means though.
Yeah.
It's not Lonzo anymore.
No, it's not. And then they said they're basically going to waive him. The next one that I want to bring up, and this one, for all the OGs out there, they'll appreciate this one. The Los Angeles Clippers, Brooklyn Nets, and Toronto Raptors have agreed on a multi-team trade, sending Chris Paul to the Raptors, one player, and then a Raptors second-round pick and cash to the Nets. So Clippers essentially just wanted to get things off of their books at that point. Do you think CP3, first, they're saying that he never has to report to Toronto. They're going to try and find either a trade partner or have him released. Do you think Chris Paul ever plays in the league again?
No.
Okay.
No. He hasn't played a minute, right?
No. Yes, not after. So next thing we got is Kobe White and Mike Conley Jr. are getting traded to the Charlotte Hornets for Colin Sexton and Ousmane Dieng. I'm building this up for the two important ones. We got to go through everything else.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's one of those, I don't know what that does,
Yeah. All right, my final one before we go into the big trade alerts. The Philadelphia 76ers are trading guard Jared McCain to the Oklahoma City Thunder for 2026 Rockets first-round pick and 3 second-round picks. I didn't know Jared McCain was worth that much.
Someone else texted me that earlier today. I didn't know either. They have a lot of picks, so it's kind of like
they can throw the shits.
Yeah, they basically.
Yeah. All right. So now the ones people are really talking about. The first one, Stephen, when I heard the smoke and mirrors of it, I didn't actually believe it when they were saying, hey, the Clippers are trying to figure out a way to trade James Harden. No idea, because the only thing we ever heard about was Giannis the whole time. But the Clippers made a trade with the Cleveland Cavaliers to send James Harden to the Cavaliers for Darius Garland and then a pick. What are your thoughts? Because you also told me this. What are your thoughts on it from the Cleveland side? What are your thoughts on it from the Clippers side?
I think that it's, it's one of those like what ifs, right? Like Harden has to be James Harden on the court. It's going to come with shenanigans, all that. But I think that's a good duo. Because I feel like Harden will take the point and Donovan Mitchell will play the 2. Right? Is that wrong? Do you think?
No, I agree.
I think that's going to be the case. So that's Donovan Mitchell's team. It's not going to be James Harden's team. So I think Harden knows that, obviously, and I think he knows the best chance that they have to move forward and win and compete in a, not great Eastern Conference. Shout out to the Pistons, though.
Shout out.
And, let Donovan Mitchell be that guy. You got Evan Mobley, but you got Jared Allen, but I think Harden's going to play point and Donovan Mitchell's going to run the two, which I think gives them a better chance of winning with that duo for sure. But James Harden doesn't play defense either, so that sucks.
Yeah, that's the other part. Yeah, what are they going to do there? The next one I have for you, Stephen, because this is really where a lot of the trade comes from. And I want your opinions on this because we have 41 people listening when you end up saying this as well. We have the Dallas Mavericks are trading Anthony Davis, Jaden Hardy, D'Angelo Russell, and Dante Exum. Mind you, Dante Exum's been in the league for a minute, and he was a top pick, but hasn't really done much. They're trading them to the Washington Wizards for Chris Middleton, AJ Johnson, Malachi Branham, and Marvin Bagley Jr. Marvin Bagley the third, 2 first-round picks, and 3 second-rounders. What does that say for you for the city?
I mean, look, dude, we all know how I feel about Anthony Davis. If he's healthy, which I don't know what that means for him, but if he's healthy, yeah, dude, that immediately puts them in an upper echelon with the East, right? Like, and then they have Trae Young,
yeah,
which is huge as well. People forget about that. I haven't heard that mentioned today. So I think that could be a really good duo. Again, like it's all kind of what if. Again, AD, what if he stays healthy? Great, that's awesome. Eastern Conference, it's not the hardest thing. So if he's healthy, yeah, that's a like immediate impact on that team. But if he doesn't stay healthy and he plays like 50 games, then I don't even know what that does because he can't get in a rhythm. But him and Trae Young, I think that can be a good duo if he stays healthy, and Trae Young stays healthy as well. So yeah. I love the trade if that happens. Is it going to happen? We've seen this happen before. It does not.
No.
So I hope he stays healthy. We all know how I love Anthony Davis, but can't see it.
What I'm happy about for this is, number one, if I were them, I'm not playing Anthony Davis or Trae Young at all this year. Yep. Just save them for next year. Just make sure it's a good year next year. You get a good pick. So in June, when the draft comes around, you can take care of that. All the city really wants to see something on display. The most excitement we had was Russell Westbrook, who was just trying to get out of Washington. You had Dwight Howard for a minute. We haven't had something like this. I don't know, probably, I don't want to say as far back as Gilbert Arenas, Deion Stevenson.
For sure.
And
Caron Butler.
But Caron Butler and then Anton Jameson. But if these two can do what they need to do, this could be one of those things. Just be a 9 seed. Just don't be the 15th seed or anything like that. Yeah. So the other part that I want to bring up, I hope you heard about this. Did you hear about the Pelicans?
No.
So the Pelicans said that they are not making a trade because they view this team as a playoff team and they don't want to give up any pieces.
Well, that's fucking stupid. That doesn't make any sense. You want to know why? Let's look at this. The Pelicans are 13-39. They are in second last place in the Western Conference, slightly ahead of the Kings, who are 12-39. So again, another what if Zion Williams stays healthy, that team can do something. But like, you're not gonna surround him with pieces. Like, what are you guys doing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Idiots.
So I don't even know what to say on that one. I'm just as confused as you are. I was going to say this for the What You Got, but I think it's better served being at this standpoint for 2 different reasons. Number one, so I went to the hockey game on Monday. We have different people in town from Sweden, so we usually try to take them to different events. We took them to the Capitals and Islanders game. One of my friends, he works there, so I'm able to always talk to him when I end up going there. But I had one of the guys that was sitting next to me, and the first thing that happened was Trae Young was at the game. So he was wearing an Alexander Ovechkin jersey. Trae Young was at the game. And nobody really knew who he was because a lot of hockey people are not paying attention to basketball. Unless you're just a fan of sports, you're not really just paying attention to basketball. The other part was the guy next to me, also we have 50 people, Steven. The guy next to me, he was like, so yeah, I see that in the rafters. What's the bullets? And I was like, how much time you got? Because we go because
we have a whole game for this.
We had a whole game because it's not as simple as you think it is. So I had to put in straight up, so it just didn't take forever. I said we had to switch the name because DC started living up to the name of what the team was, and we couldn't have that anymore. Back in the day, it was cool, but we had to go with the Wizards, so that was a little better. And it was like, oh, okay, makes sense. They don't have those type of weapons or paraphernalia over there. They just use knives and grenades. So it's very different.
Almost worse.
So yeah. So that's the big thing I wanted to cover on that side. Now, for the topic that I know a bunch of the people came here to see, came here to talk about, NFL side of things. Before we dive into the Super Bowl that is, the Super Bowl that was, and the Super Bowl that will be, did you watch the Pro Bowl?
Hell no. Absolutely not, dude. Are you kidding me? No fucking chance.
That's the first part. The second part is I didn't even know the Pro Bowl was on Tuesday. Like they put it during the week.
Yeah.
Which they Micah Parsons riding around in a wheelchair, in his motorized wheelchair. You have Shedeur. I was talking to someone at work, my buddy Landon, and I was like, you know that they want this to die when you put Shedeur Sanders in it. Not saying he's not a good player, but Shedeur Sanders was not even the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, or sixth quarterback on the Pro Bowl voting. Everyone else did not want to do it. You put it on a Tuesday. You did not promote it at all because nobody really knew. And then you just have all these random ass people. Joe Flacco was even in it. So that should also say a lot about what happened if Joe Flacco's in it too. Granted, he wasn't even the starter the whole year.
No. He started like 6 games?
Yeah, he started some for the Browns, got traded, went to the Bengals, started some, then Joey B came back, and then he played the rest of them.
So yeah, I didn't watch. No, dude, no, the Pro Bowl sucks.
Yeah,
it's not worth it anymore.
Now, do you think that they'll cancel it or they'll just find a way to let it fizzle out on its own?
I think they'll I don't know, they'll keep trying new things every year. Like they're not gonna not have one. It's too much of a revenue. Like even though it's no one watches it, it still brings in a ton of money for all the shit that they do during the week.
Yeah.
So they're gonna keep it, but they'll just try and figure it out. It's like the NBA All-Star game. Like, you know, it draws too much money. And they'll try and figure out something to do every year. Like we went over for the All-Star game recently, which I read. I read how they did it, how they split them up and everything. Bro, someone tried to explain that to me. I was like, this is not. I'm not watching that.
They added another player because
I'm not watching that either. I'll maybe
watch the NBA All-Star game.
I'll probably not, dude.
Wow, that's a lot for you.
Yeah, dude. Right. Like I'll probably put it on the background, but I'm not gonna actively turn it on. Dunk contest, I'll probably watch. I get sucked into that every year. I'll probably watch that, but I'm not gonna like it. I'm not watching any of the skills competition because that's probably gonna be stupid.
100%.
The Rising Stars thing, maybe. Man, I wish it was so good. Like in the early 2000s, mid 2000s was rookie sophomore game. When it was like Melo, Wade, LeBron, all those dudes. And then why can't we just have the All-Star game like it usually is, like it used to be? East versus West, home jerseys versus road jerseys, and we go from there. There was nothing wrong with that. No one had any bad thoughts about that. But no, I'm not watching the All-Star game. I mean, again, I'll have it on. I'll have something to say about it, obviously, but I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna plan to watch it at least.
So I brought that up because I was talking to the same buddy at work, and we were talking about just different All-Star games in different sports. And he brought up a good point. He said the one that did it the best was, do you remember back in the day when the MLB All-Star game determined who had home field advantage in the World Series?
Yep.
If they did, I'm not saying that's going to make or break everything for the NBA, but it would enhance it. Because the product you have now, you have 3 different teams, and someone said it's the NBA young players versus the OGs versus all MVP candidates. And you look at the international team, damn near either people that have won the MVP, come close to winning the MVP, or were able to be in that competition for it.
Like, why? Why are you doing this? So annoying.
So that's the other part that I just wanted to bring up on that side. Now we'll go into the game, the Super Bowl that is. Number 1, are you doing anything for it? 2, who you got in the game?
I am. Is also now. Don't quote me on this. I don't know if it's like the exact day, but I think the Lunar New Year is coming up this weekend. I
Mhm.
think I don't know, but my neighbors always have a shindig for that, so we'll be over at my neighbor's house, like right on the other side of my wall. Honestly, though, like I said,
February 17th.
sure, I think we celebrate it this weekend. Like they're going to celebrate this weekend. So fuck what you heard about the dates and everything. We're celebrating on Super Bowl Sunday because why not?
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing. We're just going to our neighbor's house, and all our friends are going to be there, do all that stuff.
It's the year of the horse.
Sure. Standard foods, all those things, all the good stuff. And in the game, I would say I'm gonna go Seattle. I think obviously, I gotta rep the homie up there, right? Got shout
Yeah.
to Jay Hill, shout to the
Shout out.
Seahawks. So I gotta go with the Seahawks. I think they're the better team, honestly. I think Sam Darnold is playing phenomenal football right now. I think I think there's a lot that can be said about like been there, done that with Vrabel and Josh McDaniel. I think there's a lot that can be said about that. That can only take you so far, though. I think obviously Vrabel has done it as a player, hasn't done it as a coach, though. So there's a difference in that. But they know who to lean on and all that. They knew who to contact and get some advice. But you can only do so much with that. I talked about last week the matchup with Jackson Smith and Jigba, Christian Gonzalez. I think that's going to be the matchup of the weekend. But
100%.
I like, and the quarterback play, it's very simple. I say this every time. Like, they don't have to be perfect. And Matthew Stafford said this after the Bears-Rams game. Like, you don't need to go 30 of 33 for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns. Would that be awesome? Yeah, that'd be fucking great.
Mhm.
Awesome. But you don't need that. You need to make 4, 5, 6 throws a game. And, like, that's it. If Sam Darnold goes 11 of 25 for 189 yards, a touchdown, and 2 picks, but, like, that one touchdown is when it needs to be, and, like, he makes a couple of throws along the way, fine. Who cares? You win the game. They just, and I trust, it's about trust, who you trust more. I trust Sam Darnold to make more plays than Drake May. Now, I think it's going to be a great game. I think people complain about this game. These are the two best teams in the league. Like, they're 14-3. These are the two best teams in the league. Like, I don't care how you win games. It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. Not every game is going to be a blowout. You're not going to win every game by 30. And, like, you got to win some shitty games. But, like, 14-3, those are the two best teams in the league. I know the Rams were good, but these are the two best teams in the league. So I think Seattle gets it done. Score, I'm going to say 26-20. Seattle gets the dub, and Sam Darnold is the Super Bowl MVP with a solid performance. But I think Sam Darnold is MVP.
So before I end up giving my pick, just looking at Polymarket for this, so there's been $10 million of volume done on it. The Patriots are 32% chance of winning. The Seahawks are 69% chance of winning. You can even look on FanDuel. They're basically like minus 200 odds at this point. So they're the clear favorite with a lot of this. The second part I do want to bring up, Stephen, we have 60 people. Sam Darnold. Yeah. We have Sam Darnold, and I was talking to people at work because they're always asking me my thoughts on it. We're going to get one or two Sam Darnolds. We're going to get the Sam Darnold, the Minnesota Vikings, and the Seattle Seahawks, or we're going to get the New York Jets, Sam Darnold. Mm-hmm. There's no in between. Sure. It's either he's going to take off with this, and the other part is I was telling people, if he wins, he's getting a new contract, either this offseason or the offseason after that. But he's going to get his money. Yeah. Seattle's going to say that's their person. No matter, he's under contract for at least another year. He's going to get another contract.
He's also 28.
Yeah,
so like 100%. he's not young, but he's not on like anywhere close to the backside of his career. So especially with him and JSN and Kenneth Walker, lock those dudes up. Like those are, you got a great young core to lock up, and coach isn't going anywhere anytime soon either. So that's
McDonald, you got him for a while.
And like the winner
are losing Clint Kubiak.
That's fair, but like you can still work with you can bring anybody and work with those pieces. I think that win or lose though, like even if they lose Super Bowl, I think you still lock up Sam Darnold.
100%.
You know what I mean? Because like
he
even
got
if
you this far.
exactly. Even if he is the reason you lost, like he's like a bad game, throws 4 picks and like whatever, like he's the reason you got there though. Like he had to go win those games for you at times. So I think even if they lose, I think you should lock up Sam Darnold. And people are like, oh, where did this come from? Dude, I saw him tear up Penn State in the Rose Bowl, and you're like, oh yeah, that dude can do it. Like he just was in a shitty situation in New York, which everybody is.
Every single quarterback.
Yeah, everyone that comes through there is in a shitty situation. So he said to get with the right system. Like it happens. That's what quarterbacks do. They got to get in the right system, and they got to have some pieces around them, and they got a dope team around them, and great defense. Really tough division as always, but I mean, shit, they're here. So there you go.
Yeah.
Not the same. So,
the shout out. The next part that I will end up saying is we got Bad Bunny performing at the halftime show. So I'm going with the Seattle Seahawks. I will probably put money on the Seattle Seahawks as well. That they just seem to be the clear favorite with this. Is there a chance the Patriots could pull it off? Absolutely. Vrabel, McDaniel, all of them could do a lot on that side. But the big thing that I just always go back to is JSN. If you let JSN or K9 get open just for a little bit, it's a wrap. Like you don't get second, third chances. If you let them out the backfield, either one of them, it's a wrap. Once you get them going, you're good. The X factor I will tell everybody is don't be surprised if Cooper Kupp scores a touchdown or has at least 50 yards in the Super Bowl. They didn't get Cooper Kupp for the regular season. They got Cooper Kupp for this game right here because he has the experience. There's nobody else on the team really that has that type of experience. They turned over the whole team since the Legion of Boom and everything. And what I will tell you right now, if there is any chance at all for them to be at the 1 or 2 yard line, Kenneth Walker getting that ball. They are not doing that shit again at all.
Nope.
The other part, I wanted to just spin it back real quick because I've talked a lot about the Baltimore Ravens, and I got a lot of flack for it as well with some of the Jesse Minter comments that I was saying, that I also said they need to pair him with a really good offensive coordinator. Pair him. Steven, do you know how old the new offensive coordinator is?
For the Ravens?
Yeah.
No. Who is it?
Yeah, he's basically as young as your son. His name is Declan Doyle. So he is the Chicago Bears. He essentially helped with the passing game on that side of things. So he is now the offensive coordinator over there. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not wrong, 29 years old. So,
bro, do you like, I don't think people understand how smart of a human being you got to be.
You gotta be goddamn
to be 29 and be an offensive coordinator. That is like, that takes some fucking skill, dude. You got to be a brainiac for that.
100%.
Good for him. I don't care if he fails, dude. Like, good for him, dude. Good for him for getting that.
And the thing is, nobody can end up saying anything they want to about this, because if you look at the offense that he came from, he was with the Chicago Bears. They had 3 solid receivers, 2 good tight ends, and a good running back. So he knows what to do. And that's the first thing. We said pair him with somebody that's going to be good. I wanted Cliff Kingsbury. Declan Doyle is in that same conversation as Cliff Kingsbury. The other part that I wanted to say is, dog, I don't know if it's because Jesse Minter himself or what it is, but they have paired him with so many good people around him. Like they even have Weaver, who was with the Dolphins. They brought him over there. They brought over solid just specialists on like the defensive line, the passing games. And they were like, it doesn't really matter who you brought over for the defensive coordinator job. Minter's calling the defense.
Yeah,
like
right.
That's what he's doing.
Defensive guy.
So, and the last part I wanted to bring up, it nothing to do with him or anything on that side. I want to bring up the Tennessee Titans head coach.
Yeah.
Do you see how many kids this man has?
He has a bunch. I didn't know that. My man's got what,
Jesus.
like 8, 9, something like that?
Yes.
I saw the picture.
All you end up seeing online is people saying, yo, just give your wife a break for a little bit.
Yeah,
because there's no damn reason why. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He has 8 kids.
That's crazy.
8? There's no goddamn way. Yeah,
Dog,
no,
what?
there's no way.
I'm
So,
not gonna try to respond to that. That's too many. That is a
so
crazy number of kids.
100%. So that's all I have. What you got? Also, you have
Um,
61 people, so speak the truth.
a couple things. Parking situation in my neighborhood has gotten
Lord.
it got worse before it got better for sure.
Okay.
It's just not good, dude. Like the whoever our HOA, which by the way is not strapped for cash, whoever they hired to
Mhm.
do the streets in our neighborhood, like I think they hired a blind person because they don't know, like they not like none of this, and this is not just actually my neighborhood. Um, like half the roads, like not in like
They're
32,
terrible.
29, 95. That's all well and good because that's like they have to be. But like I'd go through Burtonsville to take my son to swimming, and like it's I forget what road it is, but it's like like it should be 3 lanes. It's like 1.5 because they just didn't
Yeah.
plow it. I don't know what happened. I don't know who was plowing the streets. I don't know when they did it. Like there has to be a reason as to why some of these areas are so bad. And like
Mhm.
turns, like, you know, it's like you have to like it's just not, it's all just a big clusterfuck of shit. You would think it was the first time it ever snowed down here.
Yeah.
I've never seen it. I've never seen it this bad. And I get it. Like it was scheduled to be, or they were forecasted like 16 inches of snow, which would have been way easier. Um, but like this was what 6, 7 inches of snow and then like a bunch of ice, a bunch of
Mhm.
ice. So maybe they just didn't plan. I don't know what the fuck, dude, but it is so janky out there. So
Dude.
janky. And like there's already bad drivers, dude, down here. One of the worst states. I saw a poll the other day, one of the worst states for drivers. Which you and I both know who that is. Um,
Yeah, we know.
and like so this made everything worse for everybody else. Half like the roundabouts are just screwed up and you can't get through them. People are just going crazy. Parking sucks everywhere, so there's that. Um, you know what else I found out that really bothers me? And I asked you what we got today. You were talking about like what we're gonna do in the off season. I brought
Mhm.
this up to Christian, and we should get everyone's. I want everyone listening, or if you want to give us an opinion on this, we're gonna do like a top 5 list every week. Both him and I,
Yeah.
Christian and I, we'll do like a top 5, like our top 5 rap albums. Just like not like a starting 5 of like, oh, here's your starting 5 in the NBA. Like, no, we'll do like top 5 home cooked meals growing up,
Yeah.
shit like that.
Yeah.
The good stuff. Top 5 drinks we had in college. All that stuff. So just to like, keep entertaining. I want to do like top 5 things that I hate because I have a whole album of that. I hate people who have like goofy ass voicemails.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I got something the other day. Like, hey, you reached my voicemail. You know what to do with that number. Leave it. No, I hung up immediately, bro. Like, no. And I'm in sales, right? I'm in sales. I gotta make a handful of calls a
Yeah.
day. I get way more voicemails, obviously, than I do people get on the phone during the week. And I come across every voicemail, bro. Like, and doc,
Mhm.
don't tell me what to do. I know what to do with a voicemail. Like, I know what I'm doing. That's why I'm leaving a voicemail. I know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't need you to tell me to leave a number
Yeah.
and leave a message. Like, at that point, I'm just hanging up because I don't want you to call me back. I don't want to talk to you. Are you kidding me? I hate
Yeah.
those people. I hate people who do that
Yeah.
with the voicemails. Like, we're not like 20 years ago, 25 years ago when we were kids and we had the ringback tones and you could leave songs in the voicemail and do all that stuff. That was cool. The shit's corny these days, so stop doing that.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
the other thing is, like I started with, I gotta give a shout out to my man Mason. My
Shout
son,
out.
he had swim meets on Sunday. He did 4 strokes and did 100 meter IM, which is all 4 strokes in one swim, down back, down back.
Mhm.
And he got second place in the freestyle, first place in the butterfly, first place in the breaststroke, and would have won backstroke. No, first place in the backstroke, would have won breaststroke by 9 seconds, but got disqualified. And then in his like overall age group for 6 and under, he got the most points, so he got the first place in like the age group too. So my man brought home all the hardware, and I sent Christian a picture of it, and he said, "You didn't leave anything for anybody
Yeah.
else." So my man said, "Fuck you
Yeah.
guys, fuck all y'all," and I'm taking everything with him. So we'll keep it up on the journey. I'll send you a picture of this, but trophy room, the two little things we have hanging in the closet in his bedroom are getting a little full. So we need to find some. It's getting a little heavy. It's gonna break off anytime soon. And then he's got another one coming up in the beginning of March. It's a 2-day thing, so we'll see how that goes. But shout out to the homie, man. But again, if people want to chime in on this, start giving us some top 5 lists, and we'll go about those once the Super Bowl's over. Start next week with it.
Yeah. So that actually adds to what I was going to say. You took everything I was going to talk about because I was definitely going to bring that part up. The other part is your son, because people text me all the time, what's the latest or what's the new part about Steven's son? Mind you, if you follow this journey, and I'll text him this, you remember when Steven had to bring him in the car and have a whole conversation with him to how he is now.
Yeah.
That's night and day, just in itself. And I tell everyone, you know how pissed I would be if I had a child that had to compete against Steven's son that had a tantrum and came back and just bust your ass.
Yeah, my man's on a mission, bro. A mission. He's killing it, bro. Killing it. I've never been so mad at him in my life. That was it. That was the last time I got that angry at him. Then he's my man turned on and he fucking laying out the kids, dude.
Go ahead.
Real quick. We start flag football in 2 weeks as well, so we got more to talk about after that.
So the last 2 things I have, I'll save Steven's favorite for the end. So I got a Teams yesterday, and the person said, "Hey, like if you'll set up a meeting with us and our company, they're a legit company. They're like, all you have to do is set up like a 30-minute to an hour call, and then we'll send you AirPods." I was like, "What?" I don't care if this is real or not.
Hold up. You broke up a little bit. Start that over again. I missed that part. Start that over. Who called you? What's going on?
There's this company that reached out and that's interested in doing business with us. And they said, "Hey, like all you have to do is set up a call with us, and we just want to gain some more insight into your field and see if we can end up selling you on our product. It's in accounts payable and stuff." They said, if you book a meeting with us, we'll ship you out the new generation of AirPods." And I was like, I either just waste an hour of my life or I get free AirPods. I'll take the waste of that, because then people are like, don't put your home address. I'm going to put the work address, because I promise you they're not going to pull up at my job, because they'll see the way right on out.
Dog, so when you said us, I thought you meant like us. I was like, damn, all right, gets that's why I had you go back and repeat it. I was like, damn, my man said us. I was like, shit, that's dope. And then I'm like, never mind. Damn. Well, if anyone does want to work with us, we'd love to be sponsored by someone.
Oh, 100%. At the rate we're going recently, that's for sure going to happen. So that's a goal that I have by the end of the year. We'll have something like that. The other one, he's essentially a friend of the show at this point.
Jeff.
Your boy, Jeff. So I was talking to him the other day at work, and I don't know. Oh, we were talking about bowling. So they went bowling yesterday with work, and he said that he wasn't going to bring his shoes. Then we ended up getting into another topic, and he was like, Christian, I just wasn't one of those people that could play soccer growing up. Like, these hands, they were gold. They took me everywhere I needed to go. Like, I could do no wrong.
Yeah, slinging that rock, dude. Uncle Rico.
With these hands. So Jeff was saying essentially that when he that's what he said. He was like, I'm going to take some time, like get right back into shape. And I'm going to have to go to work again. Because I can still catch, Christian. Like, I'm good. I was like, yeah, okay. That's good.
This man, Jeff,
so
dude.
That's the Jeff story. Every single week there will be a new Jeff story, probably. You have anything?
Nope. Shout out to Jeff.
So shout out to Jeff. So until next time, watch the Super Bowl. Enjoy whoever you're with. We out.
Peace.